Well, I'm on a waiting list, so we're going to see. I got vaccinated just because if they don't want to get vaccinated, I'll step in. I'll take the money. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I seen you been putting in work at the gym. I seen you.
I really tried, man. It's getting harder being this old. You know how it is. Stuff just hurts.
Oh, I know, dog. You feel it for 2 days, not just that next morning. You feel it for 2 days.
Well, how'd you hurt yourself? I was like sleeping. Right? The wrong.
Down to 2, down to 1. It's game. Yes!
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm obvious if real, my rhymes convicting the hill.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook, here today with Jordan Durr, a faithful Charger fan. How you been, Jordan?
Not good. We lost.
Hey, so everyone might know why I had Jordan on today. We was going back and forth on Facebook all week before the matchup. It was a good game. Cowboys won, I want to say 20-17 on a last-minute field goal, right?
Yes.
Jordan, you said win or lose, you was hopping on here with me. Good sport. Great sport.
No, I'm a Charger fan. I'm used to disappointment.
But I'm gonna let you take the floor because I know you got a lot to say about the Chargers. What do you think killed them the most? I have an idea, but what do you think? I
think it was a combination of multiple things. Okay, my faithful fans of the Charger Nation,
yes,
of course they went straight to online saying the refs killed us. But
hey,
we did lose. It was
two
a lot
touchdowns were taken away. Two touchdowns
were taken away on some very tic-tacky calls. But if you go back and look at it, two offensive linemen were moving. It was very tic-tacky. I wouldn't have called it. That's like calling a playoff foul. You know what I mean? Like it was weird.
There was a lot of questionable calls. He
moved very slowly. But also, I always see things both sides, man. And we have beat the Cowboys since then. Y'all hadn't beat us since 2005. So y'all, you know what I mean? To win on a 57-yard field goal at the end, I'm not gonna cry. Y'all should be nicer to your kicker because y'all was sending them death threats the week before, and then he comes through and kicks 4 yards away from an NFL record. But I digress.
You said that on Facebook, and you're so right.
Nice
we was on his head. We was on his head in week 1, bro.
I was hoping he would act like the week before, and he did it. He came through a boom there, straight through the middle. I'm like, well, shit. All right then. I guess this guy is real. But I digress. There was only the Chargers shot themselves in the foot. I don't know if Dallas won this one as much as Chargers literally gave this one away.
You can say that.
And
I'm not mad at it.
And I will say this. The one positive that I got out of this was, for the Dallas Cowboys, was if Zeke don't perform, you got another beast right behind him.
Y'all seen that. Charger fans seen that.
We stopped Zeke, but we couldn't stop that other dude. I don't know where the hell he came from, but he was all over the place.
Tony Pollard.
Diamond, I couldn't.
Now, Tony Pollard is his name. And we've had him for a couple years, but we haven't started using him until this year. I think Kellen Moore is starting to realize you got to do most teams in the league are playing with two backs nowadays.
No, you got it. LT's touchdown record will stand forever because the NFL is different now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right.
No one's ever going to score. What did he have? Like 35 touchdowns away? It's not happening again.
Here go to Charger historian. Well,
I was there. I had season tickets since I was 8. Come on, man. You know I was there. So when you look at that, I'm like, I think that's cool about the NFL now is because you have that star face of the franchise running back, and then you always got those first and second year, third year players that don't get that much spin, and everybody's like, that's our secret weapon. Hold up.
Because they low-key got more juice because Zeke's toted the rock for 4 seasons, over 300 carries. He don't got the same.
I don't know why Dallas likes to ruin all the running backs.
Hey, we run them to the ground over here, dog. We run them to the ground.
Dallas, if y'all can score more, you might actually reach LT's record. But the problem is they get beat up, man. Like Dallas reminds me of the Chargers in a lot of sense of injuries, high potential with low output.
Yeah, and we both but y'all have been on a different role since Herbert. But both of our franchises have been, very famous for losing all the close games. You know?
No. And I said this about Herbert. It was nice towards the end of the season when he started winning, but I said, hey, we were 1-0 with Tyrod Taylor, and then we lost the next 5 games.
Hey.
Oh, he threw for 400 yards, but we lost.
That's a whole nother podcast for another day, the Tyrod Taylor conundrum. He over there in Houston, Well, he was balling. He got injured though.
Look, he got injured. He got the worst luck ever as a QB ever in the history of the NFL. But going back to the whole Cowboys situation, I will say this: I've never been impressed with Dak. Okay, and I'll say that he did a good, manageable job. I do not think they're gonna live and win and die over him.
He's not top 5, Jordan. He's not top 5. Look at how he did the dreads.
Not at all. Not at all. Not he just doesn't ring me as one of those guys. Okay. Now, and that might just be me with my personal bias, but I watched it and I was like, I feel like Tony Romo would have made better decisions in certain situations. You know what I mean? Yeah, his checkdowns come a little late. That's all that. But I will say this game, he didn't do too much. He managed it the right way. And when he had to make a play, he made it.
Yeah.
And instead of throwing it 500 times, your guys actually ran the ball. So I'm going to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff because the game plan was good to deal with a Chargers team. Like when we had the ball for too long, it seemed like we was about to win this and y'all had no chance. Then y'all took the ball right back and they kept it for 12 minutes of possession. And now we're like, damn, can we get the ball back?
Hey, I'm going to keep it real with you, Jordan. Y'all lost the game on that long drive y'all had that we picked in the end zone. Like, honestly, because that was y'all's game to win. I feel like the momentum was going y'all's way.
I know you say that, but I'll tell you an even bigger one. That one was more like he intercepted, but we got the ball right back right after that without y'all getting much. But the one after that where Herbert got sacked, oh my God, I was so pissed about that.
It wasn't a sack.
Where the referees, where I was like, I'm a fan on this one where I'm gonna be like the ref screwed us out of that play because it's like watching a UFC fight. I know you're not a big ass fan, but I know you watch a couple of them. There's always that moment where a dude gets hit with a major shot and the whole crowd goes, oh, and the announcers go, oh, and the referee jumps in and stops it, and the dude was like, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, exactly. Herbert still had a chance to make a play.
Bad. But so when he threw the ball and it landed at a running back's feet and they blew it dead because he had 3 guys in his face, I'm like, I wonder if Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes would have got more time. You know what I mean?
You're so right. You're right about that. I forgot about that play because nothing happened. Like there was no score on that play. Y'all just moved back.
Way out of field goal range.
Actually, out of field goal range.
Yes, that was huge. That was huge. Everyone's talking about the interception. I'm like, when the referee blew it dead because he was trying to save the quarterback, he kind of screwed us because that wouldn't have been intentional grounding because the running back was right there. And
that was the other argument though, because I was like, wait, if it's intentional grounding, who cares? Because y'all moved back out of field goal range anyway.
It was intentional grounding.
So there was a receiver there. There was a
receiver there, and even if it was intentional grounding, it would have took them back to where they got sacked to. So it didn't really. Yeah. You know what I mean? Either way, Dallas was like, good for us. You know what I mean? We're not tripping over it. The referees blew the whistle. It's a wrap. No matter what it is, it's good for us.
You know what it was though, Jordan? And this is an unbiased or an objective opinion. They did that so Micah Parsons could get his first sack.
It felt like that. I was like,
they did that because he was rushing the quarterback all game.
Oh, he was doing a good job, but we got a first-round draft pick that was really stopping it over there. The problem we had was on that right side.
Yeah, we moved him. Second half, we moved him to the other side.
Moved him to the other side, and then he started bucking on him. But that sack, man, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk bad about a professional athlete, but I wouldn't want that to be my first sack because I would have looked back and been like,
it wasn't real. That wasn't a sack. I said it when I saw it. I'm like, ooh, he got that off. If it was like you said, Patrick Mahomes or like Aaron Rodgers, they letting him grounded.
There'll be dudes holding on to his legs, holding on to his top, and they still letting him throw the ball while people are driving. I just want Herbert to get that respect. I think the quarterback's too protected right now. Even on plays where they say driving them to the ground or wrapping them up, I'm like, how are you supposed to tackle somebody nowadays? You know what I mean? So that's just that gray area, like those stupid ass taunting penalties. Don't even get me started on those.
Dog. Hey, the Chargers. That was the most penalties, honestly, bro. And people say this a lot. I've ever seen in a game.
I feel like we were the Raiders, bro. Both teams. Y'all got some penalties.
We had bad ones too.
That wasn't a penalty. Like both the referees were a little bit too. I think the referees kind of ruined the game as far as the flow. Like I'm like that game almost was 4 hours long. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching that. I'm like, dang, it's only 30 minutes to Sunday Night Football. Like it was really that long of a game because the refs kept stopping. They kept stopping. And I feel like when a team had to make the play, Dallas was the team that made that play. The Chargers did make that play. The problem is it came back.
It came back twice.
What are you gonna do when it comes back twice? And each time the line switch, like the dude moved just a little bit, but when you offsides and you move just a little bit in the neutral zone, that's still a flag. So I have to take that. The one where it was holding, oh, that pissed me off because it wasn't nowhere near the play. It was on the whole other side. Yeah. So those kind of penalties are what I like to call Raider penalties, and we can't shoot ourselves in the foot.
Bro,
like
that. What's your coach's name? Staley? What's Staley?
Staley, Stokely.
That fool is about to have y'all team running.
Oh yeah, bro. No, he's gonna do all right. But the problem is we had a pretty good rush defense, and nobody wants to talk about it. But we let Melvin Ingram go to Pittsburgh, and now Joey Bosa's getting triple teamed. Dallas was like, "There's no other crazy guy over there. Let's just hope Bosa was getting brawled up because he never
had to too because we didn't have our right tackle. We had to send help over there.
In the one time y'all sent one person on, and what happened? 4 people sacked.
Yeah, dude.
But
we had.
If you don't have that rush from the other side, you're going to be screwed. That's the Chargers' MO. No matter what defense we have, no matter who's running it, you got to have 2 guys on each side, or else the kind of defense we play doesn't work well. You get more Melvin Ingram go to Pittsburgh. Their defense looks amazing. TJ Watt and him, and now we got a rookie over there. He's cool, but we got to figure out where he's going. You know what I mean?
He got a sack. Your boy, he got a sack on Tyron Smith though. He's the one that got that. Like that. I was like that. What's his name? What's the dude's name?
Which one? Ingram?
No, the rookie that replaced him on y'all's team.
Oh,
what's his name?
And the one, it's an African name.
Yeah, bro. He got around. He got around in sack time. I was like, okay.
He's fast, but he's a smaller frame. He's one of those, like, you know what I mean, weighs a little bit taller. So he's gonna have to find his niche inside that defense. And I'm like, now we got to go play Patrick Mahomes, and I'm like, it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be another good offense. Hey, but bro, y'all gonna be all right. This is what I've been meaning to get around to. One thing I took from the game for the Chargers, Justin Herbert is a baller. I had questions. Justin Herbert is I don't know if he's better right now, but I think he's definitely gonna have a better career than Dak Prescott.
I honestly think that
he looks good, bro. He looks good.
Dak Prescott versus Justin Herbert, I don't think it's fair to compare them.
Exactly.
I told you, I was sleeping on Dak. I didn't really like him at the beginning. Now he's also, thank you, neighbor. I just told this dude to chill out. But it's Saturday morning. We can't do nothing about it. We're gonna do this at night. But when it comes to Dak versus Herbert, I'm like, one dude is 6'6", throws the ball like a freaking, like the thing that's impressive about Herbert is the way that he flicks the ball and it goes out like Michael Vick. They're like, his ball seems to go faster as it's in the air. The thing that impresses me about Dak is he don't give up on nothing, okay? No. This is a dude just got his ankle shattered and he's still running into situations where I'm like, bro, you just got your ankle shattered.
Yeah,
like
week 1, he ran it 3 times too many times, bro.
Yeah, no, he was scaring me watching him do all that kind of stuff. Cause I'm like I don't want y'all to win, but I don't want everybody to get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of situation. Oh, let me move the fuck out in the backyard. This is pissing me off right now.
Oh, hey, hold up. Is the Faithful Fan Show waking up the neighbors? Is that what's going on right now?
I don't know. Maybe it's retaliatory because I'm loud, but I'm gonna go in the backyard because my Mexican neighbors, they got done earlier.
Stop.
They wake up as don't you ain't gonna wake up earlier than the Mexicans. Anyways.
Oh no. Crack a dog.
Nah, but anyway, yeah, that's way better.
But bro, okay. So
backyard vibes.
Backyard vibes. We talked about last week's game. It was a great game, honestly. Great game. Cowboys win, Chargers lose, but honestly, it could have went either way.
That's
2 touchdowns called back, and the calls were,
it was a very Cowboy Charger-esque type of game, a close game where both teams were making mistakes, and it came down to the very end. Exactly like Shannon Sharp said, it just went to the opposite team to which he said. He said it's going to be a close game, down to a field goal, game-winning field goal by the team, and I agreed with him on that. I just didn't see all those penalties coming. And it looks like the one good thing I saw about this, too, was, man, I love me some Derwin James.
Oh, he was
in on every.
Y'all didn't have him most of last year. Y'all didn't have, so this
no,
is
he never had all last year. He got hurt during Hard Knocks. Okay, before we even got into the season.
So like that was great to see. Like there's a couple of screens that he just dissected.
Bro, go look at the highlights and see every single time he was around the ball. Like he's just there. Even if he doesn't get the play, he gets it. When they threw it the swing pass out on the outside, he's right there. So we have a lot of things to be happy about. We're gonna be okay. I don't know if it's gonna be this week, but we're gonna be okay.
Are y'all at home or what?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I believe we're going to KC.
I'm gonna be praying for the Chargers, yo. Y'all got a good quarterback, and so far he's doing Patrick Mahomes-esque stuff. That's
no, he's there, and I like that he doesn't.
But
He don't run that much either. Like, he runs when he has to, and I like that about him. He gets the first down, he gets out.
He's big. He can get
big.
away.
He's like when Big Ben first showed up and they didn't know what to do with him.
Yes,
Except
sir.
he's more agile, and he seems to be that ball man. Like, when he throws it deep,
cannon.
Forget about it. Like, it's weird. It's like, watch that boy throw, man. It's like Mike Vick. It's like it comes out his hand, and then once it hits the air, you're like, this thing going faster in the air. You know what I'm saying? So I like where we're going with this, but going on to this Nets game coming up, yes. I don't think anybody in the world wants to play KC after a loss.
Oh,
it's not fun.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm taking them in the spreads too, man. I'm taking them in the betting game.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I know that our pass defense looks pretty good. I think our best help.
I'll tell you who else on y'all got a couple dogs. Hold up, let me go down y'all second.
Asante Samuel,
they were pissing me off, and Adderley too.
You see Asante Samuel
on the ball, and Asante Samuel is a rookie, right?
Rookie, and he was in on like 7 different plays.
He was low key. Amari Cooper had 23 yards receiving, dog.
Bro, we got I call it the Florida backfield, dog. A bunch of different Florida schools, Miami, Florida State.
That secondary got heat, bro.
Ball hawks, dog. So I'm hoping that if the only route to victory I see to beating Mahomes is keeping the ball out of his hands, running a whole bunch with Eckler, and that defense has to get at least 2 turnovers. Don't get 2 turnovers, we ain't gonna win.
And that's the thing. Those 2 turnovers, well, one of them hurt. The other one, the first one, we turned the ball right back over.
Right back over. Like, yeah, no. I was like, cool. Thank God we're facing the Cowboys. They gonna give it right back to us.
We will do that.
Those are the 3 teams right there. And it really makes me worry too, because think about this. The 2-2 teams in the division are the Broncos and the Raiders, and they look good.
They do.
So
Bridgewater is making. Well, I don't know if Jerry Jeudy's back this week, but he's making him look good though. He's making.
The Chiefs and the Chargers are 1-1 behind the other 2 teams.
Y'all got a tough division. Y'all were supposed to be the top of the division.
I don't know. It's always going to be the Chiefs. We're all looking up at the Chiefs. We don't act like they weren't in the Super Bowl. They got ran, but they were still there. They were still there. Let's not get it twisted. They only lost to the Raiders all year.
Let's see what these Raiders do. I'm still skeptical on the Raiders.
I'm always in, because even when they're the best,
they're gonna be tough. Broncos,
they find a way to suck.
Find a way to suck, exactly.
But Derek Carr, come on, man. That boy is on like, what does he have? He has like 200 and something more yards than any of the other quarterbacks.
He's tossing it up right now.
But hey, every good thing has to come to an end. Eventually, you're gonna run into one of those defenses that's not gonna play that. And I don't know if the Raiders are that good, but
their running back's good too.
Yeah, they got a good running back. They got a good setup. But enough about this AFC West. What about your NFC East? What's going on over there? What's with Washington? We gave y'all a head start.
Okay, so see, Washington is screwed. Fitzpatrick was their only hope of having a down the field offense that they could use to capitalize off their defense. But now their defense is on the field too much. You know what I mean? So they don't have a good defense. I feel like all that good defense talk about Washington is out the window if your offense can't stay on the field. You know what I mean?
Fitz is out for like 7 weeks too.
So we gonna get. I think the Cowboys might get a nice little. I hate getting confident too early. We see what happened with the Eagles. We'll see what happened with the Eagles.
Going against Washington, don't do it, because we beat them by like 1 point, and that defense is stumped. It is stumped. Like, think about it. We shut down their best defensive lineman. Okay, and y'all have Rashawn Slater.
He's like Tyron Smith. He's literally like a Pro Bowler already.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna have to be on your A game and keep him out the entire game, and that's gonna be hard to do because that boy is a beast. And the defense is good enough to make it a boring ass game. So if you don't get CeeDee Lamb in the open, if you don't get all Amari Cooper down the field, and you're just doing checkdowns the whole time, like that,
they're gonna key in on Zeke.
They're going to shut that down. If your team isn't throwing the ball, they're gonna have a hard time.
See, I should have talked to you about this because y'all played Washington already.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all.
It was a scary game. It was a scary game, man. I was like, we're doing good. Herbert's moving, but this defense is like, as soon as you get a third, you get down to a second in 1, and you're like, okay, cool, we're about to get this first down. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 5, and you're like, how do we get here? Yeah. You know what I mean? They're very good at
I hear you.
Bad play, good play. They don't have 2 bad plays in a row.
Now tell me. Now my cousin is a Washington football team fan, but tell me how Heineke is. He hypes Heineke, their 2nd string quarterback. What did he?
He made some passes, but also one of the catches that the guy made, they were calling the greatest catch of the season so far. Like, he had to have the ball almost swatted, fly through somebody's arm, and then it landed in the dude's lap. So it's little Fitzmagic. I don't know if it's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, he made some good passes against us, but it was like 3 or 4 that he had to make, and it took 2 quarters to get those passes. And
he don't throw the ball. So basically,
he don't
throw the ball a lot.
He don't gamble. He does not. He is not a gambler at all. He is not going to. And the one time he did throw it, everybody in Washington said, and then it magically fell in the guy's arm.
Because he's cool on his feet. He can kind of extend plays and run for a first down.
No, he's young enough. He got it, but he got the footsteps. He can hear them. If somebody starts coming from behind him, he'll start to hear it. He'll panic. He might go past the pocket too soon. And there were times where I was like, "Oh, great." He thinks the dude's right next to him, and he walks straight into Bosa. And we're like, thank you. So he's a little green. You know what I mean? Like, he'll probably get it, but he probably wasn't expecting to be starting week 1 after, the first quarter. No. So I don't know if he's going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if they're going to, look at the Giants, man. The Giants look good, but they don't look good.
Well, the thing about the Giants is they played a good game against just recently, this past week.
Yeah, no, they played a great game.
Lost. But Saquon is so far, and I don't know. He had one good chunk run, but he's doing kind of the same stuff. Let's see if he holds up throughout the season.
They need more of a pass threat for them to be more respected in that sense,
that's
right?
What happened. Galladay dropping the football, and that's their big money guy.
I honestly think the NFL is in a better place when Dallas is good. When Dallas is at the top of it, even though everyone talks smack, even though everyone wants to hate on the Dallas Cowboys.
But it's because everybody knows Dallas Cowboys got their games are entertaining. They always got Jerry Jones.
It's fun to hate them. Fun to hate them.
Exactly.
It's fun to hate
Even A. Smith plays right into it all the time.
I will tune in just to see if they lose, to see what the internet's going to be talking about. You know
everyone
what I mean?
Wants to see what everyone's saying.
So, and they're a franchise that is built on getting the right attention. You know what I mean? Like, even if they're not good, you have to lose every game in the season and go into the game and still be an event. You know what I mean? Like, it's still going to be a thing.
So we're
still
still
believe you're going to win the Super Bowl. Like, it goes Raider fans and then Dallas Cowboy fans as far as delusion that you're going to win the Super Bowl every single year.
Hey, but Chargers are kind of in that realm. I'm not going to let you do this.
No, but the Chargers fans
in the realm of every year Chargers are like, oh, we're contenders.
We're good enough. We don't say we're going to win. Ask the Charger fan if we win the Super Bowl this year. They'll give you a
okay.
When you ask
prior to Chiefs, excuse me. Since the Chiefs, it's like, nah, like we ain't hearing that. But before the Chiefs made their uprise, Charger fans every year is like, oh, we're contending.
No,
we're contending.
No,
Rivers was contending every year.
That's what they say on TV. That's what those skips and all those people see them on paper, because on paper we're always nice, but it just doesn't work out that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put it like this: the whole we were getting beat by the Chiefs before they got Mahomes. Let's just be real. Remember, I'm a Charger fan for life. Okay.
Priest Holmes was running it on you.
Bro, like the Chiefs have always been that. You know how Miami just be beating New England even when they had Tom Brady? That's what the Kansas City Chiefs, even when we had LT, even when we had Breeze, when we had all these good teams, the Chiefs would just find a way to beat it. I have a Joe Montana throwback jersey. Bro, the Joe Montana throwback jersey I got from the Kansas City Chiefs cost like $200 and something. My Kansas City family sent it to me because we had lost 8 times in a row.
Oh,
that was days. And we won the division, but we couldn't beat them. So, you know what I mean? So when it comes to that whole Chargers leading the way, it's because of how they look on paper, similar to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're of the same Raiders, Chargers, it's all like,
you know what I mean? All that skill on paper don't mean nothing unless you're simulating on Madden. You got to get those real game moments.
Because when we come in as teams, no one's ever like, oh, they're sorry. We're not like the Lions. You know what I mean? Like
Keenan Allen is
like,
the best route runner in the NFL.
Yeah.
But if he keeps fumbling or just dropping the ball from hopping over people, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
If he goes 200 yards and then gets a fumble to loses the game or drops one wide open pass, you see his stats and you're like, oh, the Chargers just gave it up. But there's always those plays, man. Those little plays. Same thing with the Cowboys. Those little plays, dude jumping off sides, a freaking, you know what I mean? Missing 3 field goals. I mean, you made the one to make the game go further, but
dog,
you know what I mean?
I'm happy he made that because
shooting in the foot.
our kicker might have been out the door if he missed that 50. And it's 57 yards. Think about that's not even an easy kick, but because of the week before, he had to make that kick.
No, he had to make that kick. And it's in LA with no wind, no nothing. You know what I mean? Like he has to make that clutch kick. But when it comes to our teams, man, I think we have the same kind of blues. That's why I was like, I don't even like picking on Tony. I just have to because he's a Cowboy fan, and that's how we do. But we honestly have the same exact trauma. We both go through the same exact thing. It's the same exact problems that we be having. That our team is really, really good on paper, but we underachieve. We have the classic ability to play down to our levels and play up to our levels. So when y'all see Tom Brady, you're going to be close, and it's going to come down to a field goal. You see,
I always say it's always going to be a one-possession game with the Cowboys.
But that's the same reason why I say watch out for the Redskins, because y'all play down to your level. Yes. And if Heineke goes for more than 180 yards, y'all might lose.
Exactly. Because I'm worried about that defense too. Hey, but Jordan, I appreciate you so much for rocking with me, dog. We kind of nerded out, fans. I apologize. We went through both of our divisions, let y'all know what was happening. We gave y'all the intake, the insight on all our division rivals.
Oh, we got it.
We had to. So y'all know what's coming up for the
mid-season. Check in with me again. Mid-season, we're gonna do this again and see where we are and see and go back to the words we said, because you know me. As soon as Rondo came to LA, I was tagging you. What I say?
Hey, Jordan always let me know when he want to get on it. He ain't scared to be like, hey, yo, so when you doing another show, bro, we about to get on here and talk about it. It'd be a fight night, anything, bro.
Oh, speaking of fight night tonight, I'm going Volkanovski over at Ortega. We're just gonna throw that out there.
Let's go.
I know I'm going against the West Coast, but I'm sorry, dude, 119 in a row. That's just for the people that, you know, I've actually had people say, like, oh yeah, I know about your fight stuff on Tony. I'm like, okay, if people was watching it, I'm gonna keep saying something. So I love the platform you got going here.
I appreciate that, Jordan.
I know you can't keep up with those.
No, it's hard, dog. There's a fight every week, and I don't know all these.
Oh, no.
Boxing is easier for me because it's not as much going on in the boxing.
I'm gonna always come to you when I know it's the big one is gonna get the regular fans out there. When Conor McGregor fights, put me right here because everyone's gonna love that.
If he fights again, if Conor fights again,
he's gonna have to fight again, man.
Jake Paul.
He's gonna have to fight in the UFC in the way that they kiss ass. John Jones just got arrested, so.
Oh my gosh, John Jones will elbow the shit.
No, I'm saying he just got arrested, so they're gonna have to find more cash.
Find somebody else. Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Conor's hurt. That's hurt. Israel Adesanya ain't fighting for a little bit because they talking about him being on the Ultimate Fighter. Like they're looking for stars right now. And Ngannou was supposed to fight John Jones.
Israel Adesanya, he's not taking no more matches. What's up?
No, it's just they don't know who he's gonna fight. He didn't clear out his whole entire division, and then he went up to light heavyweight. He got beat.
That's why he went up and he got beat. Oh, so that stopped his little. Because he can't go back down.
No, he can go back down, but it's like, who is he gonna fight? Because the whole reason he went up is because he cleared that division out. So they're looking at him versus Whitaker part 2. But there's no, I don't think there's a date set up, but it's like he already scrambled his eggs.
Nobody probably want to see that.
He scrambled his eggs.
People want to see him fight up. People want to see.
You know what I mean? Like I want to see him fight like John Jones, but I want John Jones to fight everybody.
That would be a nice striking match, honestly, because John Jones got him on the reach though.
Hey, real stuff though. Oh, I told you about my DraftKings group, the Shitty Bets League.
Shitty Bets.
We are actually doing a get together, and we're gonna meet up and do a Vegas card. If you want to be part of that, we're gonna go to Vegas and watch a UFC card, and then do our bets there. Ooh. And then we're planning on maybe catching a Raider game on that Sunday afterwards.
And I gotta get to Raider Stadium. I'm mad I didn't go to this Charger Cowboy game. A lot of people I knew went too. A lot of people I knew went.
We gonna check it out.
Corey won't let me hear the end of it. He's like, bro, you didn't go to the game?
Bro, I had tickets offered to me last minute, but, you know, car problems only show up when you got great things happening in your life, and that's what happened with me, Brody.
I'd be sick.
And I got offered tickets to the Padre game on Sunday, and I got stuff going on, man. So it's just...
We're going to get to a stadium, bro. We're going to get to a stadium.
Oh, no, I want to check out both of them.
Faithful fans, thank you for tuning in with me and Jordan. JD, the faithful fan of the Chargers, the faithful fan of all things UFC and combat sports. Thank you, Jordan. Anything you have to say?
I appreciate you.
Anything you have to say to the fans before we get out of here? One more thing.
Faithful fans, I gotta say, I can't wait to see y'all in 8 weeks when we talk about where the Chargers in Dallas are. See if we crying, see if we laughing.
I know.
Regardless, we're gonna be here.
Hopefully, we both laughing to the bank.
In the paint, going hard with the vet. Shot so much, man. I think I need to live. In the paint, going hard with the vet. two-stroke magic. Rhymes are